Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21. We're in career mode. It's episode number 47, and we are on the opening stage of the Österreich Rundfahrt, as in the Tour of Austria. And we've got fight. Oh gosh, no wonder he's on a +4 race day condition. Figures. The one guy that I wasn't paying close attention to because I started introing the video ends up the one who could have pushed a little harder, could have had a little bit better time. We have not been doing terribly well as our overall climbing, punchiness, time trialing has not been necessarily good for these guys. Berlikov should be a bit better off as a top climber. We'll see. Martin Guerrero, the one guy besides Berlikov that should have done really well on this opening stage as a strong climber. Not so much because he was on a -4 race day condition. He's actually sick at the moment. So I have three stage races, all anywhere from 4 to 7 or 8 stages long, overlapping over the next couple of weeks. One of those is all sprints. So I've got a full sprint team. All 7 riders are sprinters going to that one. I'm going to be quick simming that one. So by having 7 sprinters there, we increase our odds of somebody getting a podium here and there, somewhere, somehow, any way possible to gain some time and compete in the GC. But then I have 2 that are like this. We have some climbing stages as the focal point, and then we have time trials of some sort of nature. The other one has a 1 kilometer prologue to kick it off. And then it has -3 for Berlikov. What the heck? Ouch. That hurts. That 83 mountain not looking so good right now, but he's still probably making good time, I would think. No, 19 seconds, that's it. That's all we were able to muster on that one with that negative race day condition. So, yeah, that's going to put us on the back foot for this race. Well, anyway, Martin Guerrero, what I've decided to do, because that other one, right? We have the 1 kilometer prologue, and then it has a 10K team time trial. I've brought my okay-ish climbers that have good time trials to support, as it's a team time trial, and then we're going to go for that race with some sort of blend. Now, I think I'm going to withdraw Martin Guerrero from this race a couple days early to go there as the leader in that one. And then here, time trialing is not as big of a factor, just this first stage, which was 700 meters. Whatever time we've lost here is already done. This one's going to come down largely to climbing. So we've got our best climbers at this race. But you can see at the moment, we are way out of it as Quentin Herman's one up to Oscar Rodriguez there near the end. The Alpecin Phoenix rider in the lead. And yeah, ouch. 20 seconds behind and outside of the top 50 entirely right now. We've got work to do. We're now going to proceed to stage number 5. I have 3 riders on Fitness Peaks, so that's a +6 net. I also had Mugisha until today in the final week of his, so that was a +1 through the first 4 stages. Berlikov had an expected +1 on stage number 1 with his fitness peak ending the next day. So we actually had a net +8 on the expected. Berlikov and Martin Guerrero alone had a -7 combined between them. It was pretty dang bad. We had a terrible draw on that first stage. It really, really set us up to be in a bad way. Now, Martin Guerrero actually I think was expecting a -1, so I think that brings our net to a +7, not a +8. Martin Guerrero was sick. He is not sick any longer, but you can also see he's in between fitness peaks right now. He's rebuilding towards that. Not in the best shape to be a leader for this race or the next race. So we'll see if I withdraw him. Here's the thing. 2 mountain stages. It's stages 5 and 6. There's 1 punchy stage at the finish, but I could really probably do without him unless he's in an important position. Right now he sits 47th overall. Berlikov is 11th after we quick-simmed 1 punchy stage and a couple sprint stages. Berlikov was in a small group of 4 or 5 riders on same time, though he was not on the podium. He was in one of those last 2 spots. That seems to always be the case in this game when you quick sim. you end up with a group on same time and your riders are at the back of the group almost every single time. 6 riders, same time, you're in 6th. 12 riders, same time, you're in 12th. Happens probably 95% of the time. Is that the case for you guys? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm actually curious if that's coincidence or if it is consistent, because I've definitely picked up on that. It doesn't always happen, but it happens way too often. To me, it feels like it happens way too often to be coincidence. Anyway, Berlikov was last man in that group, 5th or 6th place on the stage, 4th or 5th place on the stage, whatever it was. And is now back in a certain amount of contention as he gained a little bit of time on a lot of riders. It was only a matter of seconds, but that still moved him back up the order quite a bit. And we're into the final 30 kilometers. We're not too far from the last climb on this one now. The Peloton had 120 or so riders left after the later stages, as we've been chasing down a breakaway that had a decent lead and a decent amount of riders, and so we had a bit of work to do to pull them back. The stage hasn't been very undulating, but there's been enough undulation that when we have climbed, it's taken some out of riders, and we were down to a peloton of about 120, and then it split right in half. It had yo-yoed a little bit a couple of times with different makeups of the group, but then all of a sudden it split off, and this time did not come back together. So now all of a sudden, with 20k to go as we go to begin the final climb, 3 riders are 1 minute ahead, and we are about to embark on this climb with, well, I'm going to set this to, I don't know, 85. Let's go 85 here. With my 2 leaders almost intact and a lot of fatigue otherwise. So I'm actually looking forward to this climb. Yaka, Magisha are done. Faitosa's going to have to lead this thing out, but we want to make this tough immediately. Today, bold strategy. Today is a go for it, because Berlikov is the best climber. And if I can make this hard, we can split this field sooner rather than later and really, really sit up and wait for our team. Isakov is chasing him down finally. Catching up to Faitosa now, who's going to push a little bit harder. Let's send him at a 99 for a moment. Top 2 going away. They are opening a gap, so that means it is time. Isakov, let's go ahead and get on with it. It's 18 kilometers. I want to make things hard. There you go. There's a split almost immediately. 44 now. If I could, I would get somebody on our wheel, but that's not happening. Let's go ahead and get these guys set to auto. You can see just how quickly riders are getting left behind. Down to 39. Isakov working hard, making life difficult, but not so much for Berlikov and Martin Guerrero. I mean, they are only feeling it slightly, and that's why we're doing this now. Way before the top of the climb. I want to whittle this down. We're going to see huge gaps, and either it's going to set us up to win this race, or it blows up in our face, and I think we're still going to be ultimately in a decent position at that point, because Berlikov's not going to get beat too badly here. I mean, it is what it is. Quintana attacking is perfect for me because he is the toughest competitor. And seeing him on the go, seeing Vervecki and Pricker, seeing the top contenders going for it and then not pulling away is ideal, because with 13k to go, they're going to have nothing left. And then the field's blown up, can't chase, and the best climber can potentially go off and claim some time as we bring Quintana back. And Kovalevsky, not much left. Still 12k to go, but we're down to 22 riders. Down to 20 riders. Martin Guerrero now making life difficult, and you can see this number coming down really quick, I think. as he's going to have a go. I think we're going to be down inside about 6 riders very soon. So far, just 1 rider dropped. 2 more riders dropped. There's another group gone. 6 out the back. 10K to go. I mean, this is a lot of climbing still to do. 9 riders left. Okay, 99 for Martin Guerrero. Make sure those guys are not coming back. They are not. Aries attacks. It's okay, I'll let him go for a moment. He's not the one I worry about, but I am going to attack this group here quite soon. 8.5K. I could bridge the gap and use Aries. You can see how much Moscon is struggling to keep up. Quintana's doing okay. Okay, that gap's opening. We need to go. And let's go now as we come off that corner. Okay, Martin Guerrero. Set him to auto. Berlikov on the attack. Has a gap. Now can just climb his pace. Gel up now. I don't want to keep this up for long. We need to slow down, slow down. Okay, we've got a gap behind us. It's Quintana that's chasing and everybody else cannot go. We're going to bridge that gap. We're going to hang with this guy for just a second. Okay, and then on we go. Can I leave him behind? Let's leave him behind. Slight tack. Oh, now we can't attack anymore, huh? 6K to go. Gap behind is opening. We're just not leaving this guy behind right now. Gap behind is opening. I'm just struggling to drop this guy. Will he contribute? No. Tricky situation. I've got the gaps on everybody else. I might be giving the stage away to Aries. But putting ourselves in a position to win the race overall. He'll probably claim the stage, and then we'll have to beat him on the next stage. He is 3 seconds ahead of me in the standings, so I'm completely out of energy. I need to just go 99 and push. Can he keep up? Shoulders are sagging for him as well. If we just push hard, he might not be able to catch up, and then that's just going to set us up for actually crossing the line first and taking the race lead. 40 seconds though. Quintana is coming back at us. Aries really struggling. He's shoulder bobbing so bad, so hopefully he is just hanging on by a thread and has nothing left to attack. Quintana, meanwhile, we're keeping at bay, and the gap behind is large, which is what I was aiming for. Berlikov, do not go to the other side of the road, please. Now he does attack. He's got something left. Sprint, Berlikov, sprint. That's all he had. Can you come back at him? Take the inside, take the inside. Nope, he's going to get the stage, and he's going to win by a few seconds. We did give up the stage win, but this is about the overall right now. Comfortably up into second place. We gave away the win by riding, but we rode away from everybody else, and that was the point on that one. Martin Guerrero sprinting it out for the finish. Ahead of Moscon. Moscon really fell back. Martin Guerrero gets 9th. That's a good position for him. Kovalevsky. Trying to come back at these guys here. That's with Schelling. Cepeda. That's almost in top 20. He gets 22nd. So we're in a fantastic position now for the overall. We're definitely a better rider than Aries, and next stage we can ride a little more defensively because we're going to be on the front foot but not leading overall. He's going to have to defend. He's going to have to sacrifice his team, and then he's the only man we have to beat to the top. We don't want to lose too much time to others, but we don't have to race to blow up the field next time. We just have to race to beat him, and head-to-head shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, 25K to go, stage number 6. Again, the last couple of stages aren't going to matter much, though there is one punchy one. It shouldn't make a big difference on time. Now, we sit second. We only need 23 seconds on Aries. Aries is not great. If he's not on a +5, he's probably going to lose time today. Also, until just a second ago, his team just pulled off the front. They've been on the front the entire stage. I saw only a single teammate that was not on the front. Now, they haven't been pushing very hard because you see everybody's fresh with 20K to go. And there's a 6.5 minute gap to the 8 breakaway riders. The closest one is 9 minutes down, though, so they are not a threat for the overall. Good chance they'll hang on and take the stage, but not necessarily. And we are set for a quick climb as we enter with literally everybody fresh. And I'm going to start early. It's time now while the pace picks up, and I think we're going to set probably like an 83 and then just run through it one after another. Burlikov and Martin Guerrero -1s again today. You know, we're supposed to be having a +6 every day, and we have not had any +6s. This is the closest we've been at a +4. We've had some really, really bad draws in terms of race day condition. Of course, the weather is not good, so it does affect things, but they know the weather before they make those draws. It's already a known factor, and it's already accounted for in those race day conditions. But it is raining, so I can see a +4 kind of being about right. Well, anyway, Martin Guerrero -1 to his climbing, -3 to his resistance. Burlikov not as bad, so that's good. Let's see. Are we going to go with Kovalevsky or... I think, yes. Vaitosa, not quite. We'll go Isakov. Actually, Isakov might even be better. 74. Yes. Okay, let's get Isakov in between there. Magisha. No resistance. All right, Jakob, bring us forward. We'll go easy for now. We just kind of want to ease our way to the front, and then we'll hit the climb. Almost same idea as last time, except now there's more to lose, right? We have second place, but I think we have a very strong chance to actually win the overall. So if we don't mess it up too bad, we should be able to leave Aries behind. I'm assuming he had a +4, +5 on that last one. There's no way he would have been keeping pace with us. And the odds of him again having a +4 or 5 today are not good. 16K into the climb. Here we go. Jakob, not much of a climber. He's going to have to push a little harder than that to do some damage out there. All 131 of the Peloton are still here, and Jakob not really pulling clear at this point, so I need him to push a little harder. Magisha, though, losing his wheel. Ineos getting in the way. But it's okay. This actually gives us a little protection. The big thing, though, is to make sure these guys aren't behind, and they're not. They're in the right place. Magisha, hold the left side of the road, though. I know you're kind of losing Jakob at the moment, but... we're getting cut off. We got a couple guys trying to squeeze us. But as we keep an eye on things, we're still doing okay. Jakob is stretching it out a little bit, but not too much. 13K. He's going to have to push a little harder than this. He is slowly damaging everybody. And we're seeing the very first riders getting dropped. Now it's stretching a little bit more. Magisha finally back up on the wheel. Full team in place. 87 for Jakob anyway seems necessary. And he has split off a good number of riders, and he's nearly made it 6K on the front. What a ride from Jakob. Really impressive stuff at, he started at 83. He's finishing at an 87, so he's averaged about an 85 for his run. That was excellent. And look, we're at 9K now, so he actually ended up making it 7 kilometers on the front. And look at that split. Look at that split. We are now 27 riders in the Peloton, 74. There was a split just behind. Oh boy. 9K to go. Magisha on the front. I think we can start pushing that little bit harder, but we're going to have to gel up with some of these guys as we go along, as a lot of legs are tired. Burlikov even feeling it a fair bit. 30 now in the peloton as a few guys bridged the gap. Magisha not going to last much longer. 7.5K to go. Feitosa will not be up there long. We are definitely making it hard. Feitosa also done. Let him go clear for a moment, at least bring us up beside Magisha before Kovalev Sky takes over. He's not going to last long either. Isakov, we need to gel up. Now we're at 6.5K to go. We are blowing up not only the field, but we are blowing up our own team at the moment. Shelling in the King of the Mountains jersey. I guess he's borrowing it. Isakov is going to take off, but Martin Guerrero is going to have to gel up right now. Wow, those... I don't know why the rest of the team... Jakob's ride literally just destroyed our own team. 5K to go, down to 22 riders. And we start pulling back the breakaway riders finally with 4.5K to go. Down to 19. Martin Guerrero's not going to last long. Burlikov, though, is looking good. Let's take a second to give these guys their just dues. Race leader is still in this group, so we have not dropped him. Let's see, where is he? There's Aries. Middle of the group. No shoulder bobbing. He's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. 3.5K to go. Gel. Attack. Martin Guerrero. Just go auto. Can we split these guys off? Okay, we have separation with Vervecki. Will Vervecki work with me? It's 3K. Let's see if he'll work with me. Okay, it's back together. We are not off the front. Set up for a second. Let a couple guys come up. And then hit him again. $2K to go. Here's what we need to do. We need to just climb our pace. $1.5. Follow Rivera. Into the last kilometer. Into the last kilometer. Robert Power from the break has claimed the stage. 600 meters. We are following Power. Just sprint it out, Burlikov. Sprint it out. We are clear of the race leader. We have left him behind. Breakaway riders go 1, 2, 3. Vervecki, Conrad, and I are going to cross the line together. Little gap to Rivera, Chrome, Lines. Ooh, where is he? Saiseda. Here's Pricker. Quintana. Not even in the top 10. Of course, you know, the top 3 were breakaway riders, but Para, Eliotti, Ayuso. I don't see the gaps because the stage name is too long, but guaranteed, we've gone through 23 seconds. Covey, there's Aries. Waldo Aries, just 17th. Tim Vellens, right behind him. There's Grosschartner. That should be it. That should be it. That should be enough. Martin Guerrero crossing with Moscan. Isakov there just behind. That should be enough. That should put us in the race lead. And there you go. Comfortable lead. Over a minute ahead of Brandon Rivera. Aries slips to 3rd. Saiseda, Quintana rounding out the top 5. Pretty healthy gaps because then it's already 2.5 minutes to Conrad. Pricker at 3:05. We have 1 punchy stage remaining and 1 sprint stage remaining. That's not going to impact the overall. So we are set. That is going to be another, not Grand Tour, just a Continental Pro race this time, but it's another Tour victory for Berlikov here on the season. He's starting to get pretty good at this thing. Martin Guerrero, meanwhile, is down in 15th. Wow, that's worth a few points. I will, before the next stage, withdraw Martin Guerrero so that we can prepare him to go over and partake in the other race and be the team leader there, where hopefully he'll have a bit better race day condition than what he's had here. He is over that sickness, so hopefully that'll be the case. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.